Contractions in English. I am. I'm 24 years old. You are. You're such a sweetheart. He is. He is so handsome. She is. She's very beautiful. They are. They're such cute kittens. We are. We're going to China next month. That's awesome. There's the hotel we were looking for. What's the matter? Where's my car? Who's there? Who are the people at the next table? Aren't. They aren't coming next week. Isn't. She isn't listening to you. Weren't. They weren't invited to the party. Wasn't. I wasn't joking when I said that. Doesn't. He doesn't play tennis. Don't. I don't like she's. Needn't. You needn't worry about that. Didn't. I didn't know that. Can't. I can't understand you. Couldn't. He couldn't get his shoes on. Won't. I won't be able to attend the conference. Wouldn't. I wouldn't ask her. Hasn't. She hasn't finished her homework yet. Haven't. I haven't finished my homework. Hadn't. I hadn't thought of that. Mightn't. I almost wondered if he mightn't be right. Mustn't. You mustn't worry too much about this. Shouldn't. You shouldn't do things like that. I will. I'll be on vacation next week. You will. I think you'll pass the exam. He will. I'm sure he'll help you if he can. She will. She'll be there tomorrow, I'm sure. They will. I hope they'll come to my party. I would. I'd like a cup of coffee. You would. You'd. I was afraid you'd ask me that. He would. He'd like to go to the cinema tonight. She would. She'd be a great managing director, don't you think? They would. They'd. They'd love to see the film. We would. We'd. We'd be grateful for an answer. I have. I've been waiting an hour already. You have. You've got to start working harder. They have. They've got paint all over the carpet. We have. We've. It's been over a year since we've done that. Who have? Who've you asked so far? He has. He's worked here for 5 years. She has. She's been to Japan twice. There has. There's been entirely too much said on the subject. That has. That's got to be the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. What has? What's? They want a list of what's been stolen. Who has? Who's been chosen, do you know? I'd just got in the bath when the phone rang. You had. You'd. It happened just after you'd left the room. He had. He'd been alone for a long time. She had. She'd already left. They had. They'd better be here on time. We had. We'd better be more careful in the future. Who had? Who'd? She wondered who'd sent her the mysterious email. Let's go out to dinner. Want to? Wanna? Do you wanna go now? What are you? Whatcha doing? Kinda. I think it's kinda funny. Don't know. Dunno. I dunno what to do. Lemme guess, you didn't do it. Gimme. Can you gimme a hand? Tell them the truth. Isn't it? Innit? It's wrong, innit? Going to. Gonna. What are you gonna do? Need to. Needa. I needa do it. Got to. Gotta. I've gotta go. Come on. Oh come on, you don't really mean that.